Hi, my name is Paulie Z, and in this video we are going to learn the intro to Whole Lotta Rosie by AC/DC. It's Whole Lotta Rosie, not Whole Lot of Rosie, just so you know. And it's a simple blues riff in A. But anyway, enough talking, let's just play the darn thing. Okay, so the key to this riff, it's a very simple riff actually to play. The only thing that's a little bit tricky is the rhythm. So I'm going to start by showing you the riff first because it's very simple. Once you know what to play, then we'll focus on how to play it, okay? And also to keep it simple, we're going to keep everything for now in downstrokes. Then when we talk about the rhythm, I will show you the more accurate way to strum it. But for now, let's keep everything nice and simple with downstrokes. All right, we're going to start with a nice powerful A, open A power chord. Okay, for those that don't know how to do that or forgot, it's basically an open fifth string, and then you take your first finger and flatten it on the third and fourth strings, second fret. So those three notes together make a nice A power chord, okay? So we're going to strum that power chord once, and we're going to keep our first finger flatted there the whole time because you're going to keep going back to that chord. So you want to keep it there as an anchor point. So we strum it once, then drop your second finger down onto the fifth string, third fret, and then release and play the A power chord again. So we have, and that note is C. So we have A, C, A. A, C, A. Good. Then you go to the fifth fret of the fifth string with your pinky, drop that one down, lift it, hit the A again. So you're kind of doing the same thing but on a different fret now. So A, C, A, D, A. So we have ba, 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 ba. And then the last part is this C again. So you just drop your second finger down to the third fret of the fifth string and release one more time and cut it short. So we have A, C, A, D, A, C, A. Now that seems pretty simple, and it is very simple, but it's not as simple when you play it the way they play it because they are starting the riff on an upbeat. And anytime you deal with upbeats as your starting point, it always makes things a little bit more complicated, okay? Especially if you're not used to it and you're a beginner. So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, the first note that you hit, that A power chord, is not going to be played on a downbeat. So it wouldn't be on 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's going to be on an up. So let me show you where that's going to be. The way to do this is you count one full measure of silence. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next measure, beat number 1, is also silent. And right after beat number 1 is where you start the riff. So it's the and of beat number 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And right there, that's your starting point. And the riff is just eighth notes. So as long as you start there, the rest of the riff just stays in normal eighth notes like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So there's always that extra measure of silence in between the riff. So we're going to start with that measure of silence. Now, live, the drummer will give you a hi-hat. That's the only way you'll know, everyone will know how to start. So it's very important to listen to that hi-hat, and 99% of the time the drummers will give you those five hi-hats, okay? So it would be tss, 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 da 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 tss, 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 tss. Okay? Now the sound that I'm making, the tss sound, is just a hi-hat. But rhythmically speaking, it's what we did before. So let's say it one more time. We'll say it, then play it, okay? One more time with me. Try to get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and When you go faster, it can be a little bit harder. So you have to get ready for that jump. So let's try it faster. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... So now that you understand the rhythm, let's apply it to the guitar. We say it, then play it. I'll keep time with my foot just so you can hear the silent beats, and we'll start nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and faster. 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and faster. 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... See how it sounds accurate at that point when you're starting on that upbeat? And once you get the feel for it, you'll know how to do it. You'd be surprised. A lot of people have trouble with that. People that have been playing for a very long time, because upbeats can be tricky. Now, because it's an upbeat, technically speaking, you really should be, if you want to get a nice bluesy and free-flowing strum, you should be actually alternating your strum, and we should start on an upbeat, an up strum, because it's an upbeat. Because if we just do downstrokes, it's going to make it sound a little too heavy metal, a little too harsh. So if you watch Angus, he's actually going like this. He's not going like this. So the way to do that is you start with an upstroke on the first note and then just alternate everything else. So for example, we'd have and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And as you do it faster, I'll show you an example, you'll see it's got a lot more groove, a lot more soul to it. It might be subtle, maybe you don't hear it, but trust me, it is different than just doing downstrokes. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3. So you want to really, once you get the rhythm down and the riff, make sure you alternate the picking and you're picking with the proper strokes so that you can get it authentic like Angus Young. All right, so that is the intro to Whole Lotta Rosie. Okay, that's all for now. If you like this video, please click like, share it, subscribe, and leave a nice comment. Also, if you click the link below, you'll have access to more free videos, as well as a ton of live footage and my premium training courses. As always, it's been my pleasure working with you. See you soon.